Ready to decode the wild world of startups?
Absolutely.
Well, buckle up because we just finished an episode of The Entrepreneur's Journey with Alex and Mia.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
And let me tell you what these two,
Yeah.
they're like startup whisperers.
Yeah.
So get ready for your crash course on building a business
Mm-hmm.
from that first spark of an idea
Yeah.
to hopefully not crashing and burning.
Right. And you know what really struck me about Alex and Mia is they don't sugarcoat it.
Right.
They really emphasize that a brilliant business, it's not born from just like a cool product. It's about
Absolutely not.
it's about solving real problems.
Yeah. It's like they said, forget the flashy gizmos. First, find the pain point. Find the itch that needs scratching. Like, for example, and this is relevant, I promise.
Okay.
I was once wrestling with this ridiculously bulky suitcase.
Yeah.
You know, the kind that's like impossible to fit in an overhead bin.
The worst.
And I was like, there has to be a better way.
Right.
And guess what?
What?
Someone had already invented those collapsible suitcases.
Of course. Yes.
See? Problem, solution,
There you go.
business, boom.
Exactly. It's about tapping into that necessity is the mother of invention energy.
Totally.
But it doesn't stop there.
Right.
They were very clear about the importance of a unique value proposition.
Yes.
Or UVP,
The UVP.
which sounds a lot more complicated than it
It
is.
does. It does.
Basically, what's your secret sauce?
Yeah, what makes you the Beyonce of your industry?
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Right.
And this is where understanding your audience comes in. Oh, for sure.
It's not enough to just have some vague idea of who you think might be interested in your products.
Mm-hmm.
Alex and Mia really stress getting into the minds of your target market.
Totally. Like they gave this great example. Say you're launching a meal kit service and you're trying to help out busy parents.
Okay, yeah.
You need to get their world right.
Right.
Time is their enemy.
Oh, sure.
Convenience is king.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably would not say no to a healthy meal that doesn't involve ordering takeout.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about speaking directly to those needs and desires.
Absolutely. It's about crafting a product or a service that not only solves a problem, but does it in a way that resonates with your target customer.
Yes, and that's how you build that loyal following.
Exactly.
That's how you get people coming back for more. So you've got this killer idea. You're practically glowing with entrepreneurial energy.
Right.
But how do you actually launch this thing? You don't need to build like the Taj Mahal on day one.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Right.
That's where the beauty of the minimum viable product comes in.
Oh, the MVP?
The MVP, exactly.
Is it?
Alex and Mia, they were such proponents of this.
Okay.
It's all about ditching this pursuit of perfection right out of the gate and just getting something functional
Yeah.
out there quickly.
It's like that whole ship it mentality.
Yes, exactly.
Just get it out there, iterate as you go.
Precisely. Yeah, you got to be willing to like put something out there that's not perfect.
All right.
Get that feedback from real users.
Right, because they'll tell you what they want.
Exactly. They will tell you exactly what they want.
Better than you can.
Way better than you can come up with sitting at your desk, for sure.
Okay, so it's like dipping your toes in the water before you do the full cannonball.
Yes, exactly. A little toe dip.
You get a feel for the temperature.
Yes, test the waters.
Okay, love it.
And speaking of diving in, let's talk about the thing that keeps every entrepreneur up at night.
Oh no, what's that?
Funding.
Ugh, yes, the dreaded F word.
Right. But Alex and Mia broke down a bunch of different avenues,
Okay.
each with their own, pros and cons.
They did talk a lot about bootstrapping, which
Yes.
it always sounds a little bit like you're pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Literally.
It is a very literal analogy.
Ah.
It's all about funding your venture with your own resources.
So like savings.
Savings, exactly.
Maybe a little side hustle money.
Side hustle, early revenue, whatever you can get your hands on.
Yeah, okay. So that gives you like ultimate control,
You have
right?
complete control.
But I imagine it could be limiting,
Oh, absolutely.
especially in those early stages.
Yeah, and that's when you might look at bringing on some outside help.
Okay.
That's where angel investors might come in.
The angel investor.
So these are usually high net worth individuals who are willing to invest in these really early stage companies.
Okay, so they're kind of like your fairy godparents a little
A
bit.
little bit, sprinkling some fairy dust on you.
But instead of fairy dust, it's money.
Instead of fairy dust, it's cold hard cash, yeah.
And I'm assuming they want something in return.
They usually take equity in the company.
Okay, so they're hoping that this company takes off, and then they get a big old slice of that pie.
A big slice of the pie, exactly.
Okay, makes sense. And then there's the big leagues.
Then there's the big leagues, venture capital,
Venture capital,
or VC.
VC, we hear that all the time.
Yes, you hear it everywhere.
And these are the big firms, right?
These are the big institutional investors.
And they're looking for, I'm assuming, like the next Google.
Yeah, they're looking for those high-growth companies, the ones that have the potential to really scale,
Right.
become the next, billion-dollar unicorn.
So it's like Shark Tank, but like way bigger stakes.
Exactly. Think Shark Tank, but with a lot more zeros involved.
Way more zeros. Okay, but what about crowdfunding?
Oh, crowdfunding.
It seems like everybody and their grandma is launching a Kickstarter these days.
It's true. It's really democratized access to capital. Okay.
Which I think is fantastic.
Right.
Platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They give you direct access to your potential customers.
So it's like pre-ordering a product.
It's like pre-ordering, but better.
Right. Because you're getting in on a ground floor.
Getting in early, you're supporting a company you believe in.
Right. And it's not just about the money.
No, it's not just about the money.
It's about building that community.
It's about the community, the buzz.
Yeah, it's like marketing gold.
Absolutely, it's marketing gold.
Okay, so you're getting your name out there.
You're validating your idea in real time.
Okay, I love it. But there's always a but, isn't there?
There is always a but. There's always a catch.
Right.
Alex and Mia really stressed no matter what you do,
Okay.
no matter how you get the money.
You need a solid business plan.
Okay, it's the roadmap.
It's the roadmap, the blueprint.
The holy grail of your business.
It is the holy grail. It's what keeps you on track.
Right.
Keeps you focused on those goals.
Because things change, right?
Things change constantly in the business world. You've got to be able to adapt.
So you've got your idea.
Okay.
You've got your funding secured.
Check.
What's next? You can't build an empire solo, can you?
No, you definitely need a team.
You need a crew, a team, a squad.
You need your people, your ride or dies.
Right, your band of merry misfits all rowing in the same direction.
Exactly. And that's something that Alex and Mia really emphasized, was building the right team.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, finding people with the right skills on paper. It goes so much deeper than that.
Because they said something like, early hires shape company culture.
Yes, exactly.
And that really resonated with me.
It's about finding people who align with your values, with your vision for the company.
So you're not just looking at their resume.
No. It's about so much more than a resume.
It's about their vibe.
It's the vibe, it's the passion, the dedication.
Right. And you need a team that can handle, because we've all been there.
Oh, we've all been there.
The ups and downs.
The roller coaster.
The roller coaster of startup life.
It's a wild ride.
It really is. So adaptability is key.
Adaptability is key. Being able to pivot.
Because everything changes all the time.
Constantly. You've got to be ready to change with it.
Love that. And speaking of challenges,
Okay.
let's talk about scaling.
Okay, let's scale.
So we're talking from scrappy startup to like industry titan.
Industry leader.
Right. But how do you do that
Right.
without losing that magic?
That's the million-dollar question.
That secret sauce that made you...
Yes. How do you bottle that up and bring it with you?
Right. It's like, how do you go from baking cookies in your kitchen
Right.
to running a full-blown bakery?
Without losing that special something.
Without losing the quality, the passion,
Exactly.
the heart.
It's tough, and it's something that Alex and Mia really delved into.
Okay, good, because I need answers.
We all need answers.
Okay, so we're back, and I'm still thinking about that question.
It's a big one.
How do you scale a business
Right.
and not lose that entrepreneurial soul?
Yeah. How do you hold on to that magic?
That secret ingredient that made you stand out in the first place.
Yeah. Right, because it's easy to get lost in the sauce as you grow.
It feels like walking a tightrope, I imagine.
It is. It's a delicate balance, for sure.
So what Alex and Mia have to say about this?
Well, they really emphasized continuous learning and adaptation.
Okay, which makes sense, right?
Right. The business world is constantly changing.
Always. You got to keep up.
It's like that friend who always has the newest phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always on to the next big thing.
Right. And you're like, wait, how do you even use that?
Exactly. So you got to be willing to learn and adapt, just like you're learning about that new phone.
So you're saying it's not enough to just, kick back and relax once you've had a little bit of success?
No resting on your laurels in the startup world.
Gotta stay curious.
Stay curious, stay nimble.
Love it, love it.
Be ready to pivot when you need to. Because what got you here won't get you there.
Exactly. You've got to evolve to keep up with the times.
Okay, so true, so true.
And you know what else they were really big on?
What's that?
Embracing failure.
Okay, now hold on. I'm one of those people who hates making mistakes.
I hear you, but Alex and Mia made a really good point about it.
Okay, I'm listening.
They said, you gotta reframe those setbacks, See them as learning opportunities.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Oh, for sure. But instead of letting a failure completely derail you, use it as data.
Okay.
It's like, how can I course correct here?
I like that.
How can I use this to come back even stronger?
So it's like that whole fail fast, fail often thing.
Yes. It's all about learning from those stumbles and using them to fuel your growth.
Love that. And you know what that takes?
With that resilience.
Yes, resilience. That's a big one.
Which Alex and Mia, they talked about that, right?
Oh, they were all about resilience.
Yeah.
They reminded listeners that building a business, it's not always a straight shot to the top.
Right.
There are going to be bumps in the road.
Oh, yeah.
Detours, wrong turns, you name it.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. But it's that unwavering belief in yourself and your vision that will carry you through.
That grit, that determination, that's what gets you across the finish line.
And I loved what they said about this. They said, in those moments of doubt, remember every successful business started with a single step.
Ooh, that's good.
Right. You don't need to have it all figured out from day one.
Just start.
Just take that first step and then another and another.
I love that.
Just keep moving forward. So for our listeners who are out there, they're ready to take on the world.
Ready to be the next big thing.
What's that one golden nugget, that takeaway you want them to remember from this deep dive?
It goes back to something we talked about at the very beginning, finding that problem that lights you up inside.
That you're passionate about.
Passionate about solving. Because when you're truly invested in what you're doing, the challenges don't feel so impossible.
They're just speed bumps.
Exactly. And the setbacks, they become stepping stones.
I love that, because it's not just about building a business, is it?
No, it's so much bigger than that.
It's about making a difference, about leaving your mark on the world.
Exactly. And that's what the entrepreneurial journey is all about.
It's about aligning your passion with purpose.
Beautifully said.
So as we wrap up here, I want to leave you with this question. What problem are you passionate about solving? Because that spark, that drive to make a positive impact, that's where it all begins.